This is the Cherry Pick channel. Python tutorial videos. In this lesson, I will tell you about the most basic skill, building logic. To solve any problem, we build a logical scheme in which we analyze the data and, depending on the condition, move our solution along the desired branch. Today we will analyze the if, ELIF, and else condition statement. Before this lesson, we wrote linear programs. The execution of such a program goes in order and does not miss anything. Today we are going to build a program that will selectively execute some commands and ignore others. Let's say we are writing a program for a bank that will help analyze customer data and issue a decision on issuing a loan. According to the scenario, the bank receives information from you, which enters our program and issues a decision. Let's ask our client's name. Although this information does not affect the issue of the loan in any way, but we are a polite bank. Next we will ask about age. Let's say our first filter doesn't approve a loan if the customer is under 18 and over 70 years old. Let's start writing our algorithm, gradually adding new conditions. We start with the if statement, in which we need to check the age of the client. As we have discussed, the acceptable age is between 18 and 70. After the row with the condition you have to put a colon. The next line will be written with an indent of 4 spaces or 1 press of the tab key. Let's put here that if this condition is met, then print yes. Next, we will complicate the logic with new conditions for those who got into this branch. I want to separate a group under the age of 18. To do this, I write a new condition where I check the age and ask this group to return to the bank with their parents. Do not forget about the colon, and we see the PyCharm tells us that there is an error at the end of the line. And if none of the conditions fit, then use else. Here we do not need to write a condition, since here all sinners who have not passed purgatory fall as into hell. We will wish him good health, but we will not give him money. Let's check out our first stage of the program and I'll show you the difference between the conditional if and ELIF statements. As you can see, everything works. Depending on the age, our program gives the desired answer. Although, as we understand, not everything can be trusted with the algorithm. First, the program checks for compliance with the if condition. And if it is executed, it exits the loop without checking other conditions. If the if check fails, the ELIF is checked. If the client is less than 18 years old, the program does not enter else. Let's say if we did not put in the first condition a limit of 18 years. Then the age of 10 years corresponded to the condition specified in the if statement, and in the condition of the ELIF statement. Let's see what happens in this case. As you can see, the program checked the if condition, but did not check the ELIF, although our age fits the condition less than 18. But if we use if instead of ELIF, the program checks all the conditions specified in this statement and executes them. This is the difference you need to understand. If required, check. ELIF if the if. Else check did not pass for all those cases that did not fall into any check. I can't use ELIF or else without a basic if statement. But one if statement may well exist. And if the condition is not met, then nothing happened. As you can see, there is no error either. If the client has passed the age limit, then we need to ask him a couple more questions to answer. We will not ask these questions to everyone, but only to a select few. Let's ask about the job and politely refuse the unemployed. We will write the answer to a variable that we will process in the condition. We write the if statement again, and if the answer is negative, we wish him to find a job and come back next time. In the condition, I write that if the answer is no, then follow these steps. Note that I use double equals, so I compare. 1 equal is an assignment. 2 signs equal, this is an identity check. In else, let's write yes for now, and then add another condition. Let's check it out. Let's ask the client the most important question. Then why he came, that is, how much money he wants. If he asks for an amount of up to 3,000, the bank will lend him at a high interest rate. If the amount is up to 100,000, then the percentage will be higher. And if our client wants more, the bank itself does not understand how he will return this amount and wisely refuses him. Everything works. It's time to send your resume to the banks. Let's look at another simple example. Let's check the number for parity. If the remainder of the division is 0, then the number is even, otherwise the number is odd. If we need to check even numbers for multiplicity of 3, then we write this in a loop where we check even numbers. Pay attention to the margins, they highlight the logic. If the condition is met, the algorithm enters this block and performs the actions described there. But if the number is odd, such as 9, then the algorithm did not get into the block with the multiplicity check of 3. To check any number for multiplicity of 3, you need to write this condition at the same level as other conditions. Our program checked the number for a multiple of 3, but did not output a message that 9 is an odd number. I hope you have already guessed why. But if we omit the required if statement after the else statement, the program will print both checks. Python reads line by line from top to bottom. If at least one if condition is met, it no longer checks ELIF and else. In the second case, it checked if the condition is not met and Python goes down to the else statement and executes it. And then it sees another mandatory if statement and executes it. This is a feature of the Python language. It reads the information sequentially and executes it. Python syntax is built on indentation, making the code easier to read and understand. That's all for today. I will be pleased to receive a like from you if the lesson material was useful to you.